If you found this, I do believe that it could be for a very significant reason. I don't believe in coincidences, so I really do feel as though there's going to be some kind of channeled message in here for you. Before filming this, honestly, I did have a look at your cards beforehand, and the card that kept coming up the most was the surrender card. Surrender. So this could be a powerful letting go moment for you, and I just feel as though the timing of this is so significant with the upcoming full moon on the 15th, I think it is the beaver moon. But I do feel as though it's going to provide a powerful shift, and I feel as though you can use this energy, especially if you're already in the energy of complete surrender. So with this kind of energy, you could be experiencing a lot of breakdown energy. You could be experiencing a lot of emotions coming to the surface, like things that you thought that you dealt with a long time ago, emotions of anxiety or anger, that kind of thing. Even like strange symptoms as well, kind of like feeling sick or more tired than usual, just drained. You could be experiencing that at the moment. But Spirit is saying, let it all come out, let it all go, flush it out, because it does seem to be such a powerful purging cycle. I do get the feeling that God and your angels, they are trying to lift you up, but it feels like you have to kind of release some kind of old baggage first. You could be dealing with little frustrations like annoying neighbors at the moment. That could be one of the things that you're dealing with this week. But Spirit is saying that please pay attention to your emotions at the moment, because whatever is coming up for you right now, it is coming up for a reason. Okay? So if you feel called to, please write down in the comments what you feel called to let go of during this full moon period. Because I feel as though the shift is going to be so powerful. But let's see what comes up. We'll get some random channeled messages and we'll just see what wants to come out. Okay. Yeah, this is already telling a bit of a storyline. So first we have trapped in fear. So if you have been experiencing some breakdown energy at the moment, breakdown energy is when nothing seems to be going right. You've just been through it. You've been through a lot, that kind of feeling. But if nothing is working out, either at your job or in relationships or anything like that, Spirit is saying that this breakdown energy, it normally does happen for some kind of reason. There is always a reason for it. So sometimes we can encounter this breakdown energy. Usually it is during a time of major redirection. So I feel called to say, let go of any resistance at the moment and just kind of see where this redirection energy wants to take you. You also have the two worlds. So sometimes this card can come up to indicate that your new beginnings are on the verge of taking place, but they haven't quite come in yet. And with this kind of energy, I feel as though I'm hearing any day now. So I do feel as though there's going to be some kind of powerful shift. But Spirit is saying that they're bringing me back to mindset, and they're saying belief. Spirit is showing me the Wizard of Oz for some reason, and it's kind of like you might be Dorothy at the moment, where you have the power to change and shift your own life. But it could be that you are really coming into that power. I feel as though many of you might be healers. It's definitely giving me the vibration that some of you could be chosen ones, but I just feel as though you're awakening to your own power right now. So you aren't going to be in this energy for too much longer, especially if you've really been struggling. I just feel as though whoever's tuning in, you might be someone that has experienced, like breakdown energy or spiritual awakening energy, or just setback after setback. It really is giving me Dark Night of the Soul kind of energy. But with this Patience card that came out as well, this shows me that you are about to start planting those seeds. And as corny as this sounds, some of you could have been feeling like a seed that's been trapped in soil, just in darkness for a while. But you really are about to have some kind of breakthrough experience where you are going to find your way to the light again. I do get the feeling that this could be a major ending of some kind of growth period for you, where you've obtained so much growth. And I do feel as though your healing journey, you were meant to do something with it. I feel as though it's guiding you somewhere for a reason, especially at the moment. Shamanism is coming through, especially with that flower. It kind of reminds me of a Datura flower. So I'm getting an interesting message from that, and I feel as though it won't resonate with everyone. This might just be for one person in particular. But if you did have some kind of breakthrough experience when it comes to using plant medicine or mushrooms or something like that, they are saying that you were shown something. There was something that was revealed to you that was meant to be integrated, and I feel as though you might already know that. But they were showing me kind of shaky vision, so it feels like coming in and out of consciousness, which is interesting. Some of you could have had near-death experiences or something like that, but that's just for a select one or two of you. Mainly, the feeling that I'm getting from this is you're about to break out, and you are about to get past anything that's held you back for a while, and you're taking all these lessons into the next chapter and into the next timeline. I am honestly feeling that very strongly, and I just get such a powerful feeling from this, and I do feel as though things are really going to turn around for you soon. I do feel as though there's going to be some kind of good news that comes in, and I do feel as though you're going to be able to make some kind of announcement from this news. I am hearing phone call, and that's the honest message. That is the honest feeling that I'm getting from this. You're going to have some kind of unexpected positive news that's going to move you forward into the new timeline. You also have the Muse card here. So this is all about whether you know this or not. I feel as though you do impress other people, especially in relation to what you've had to endure and what you've been through, and how you just have such a beautiful nature, even though you've dealt with so much ish and so many lessons being chucked at you. You're still able to kind of influence others. And you see with the cherry blossoms there, this kind of indicates that there's all these new beautiful experiences coming in for you soon. Japan could be relevant for one or two people, or just the kind of experiences where you could be drawn to different cultures or learning some kind of different language. And if that is the case, Spirit is saying, yes, you are meant to be entrenched in some kind of other culture that isn't like your baseline culture. If this is for you, definitely take that message. But you're coming into a time of so much balance. We're also getting time to go. So if you are experiencing some breakdown energy, Spirit is saying, you know what, like, don't even try and fight it. Don't try to fight it. Just really see where it takes you, you know. But this says the sun sets and rises each day, and the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will always rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. So I do feel as though it's been a major end to a cycle, and I do feel as though your angels and guides are there protecting you so much at the moment, especially when it comes to, I'm not getting physical protection, I'm getting the fact that you might be really drained at the moment, and you could have energy vampires around you. I feel as though you've been protected from certain people draining your energy in some kind of way, whether this is people from work or customers. I'm getting the theme where you could be running on empty, and there's just all these people wanting access to you or your attention, and it's like you've had to put your barriers up just to have more you time. I am actually getting the message as well. You know, sometimes we can attract in energy vampires, or whatever you'd like to term that. Sometimes we can when we actually are a healer, but we haven't fully awoken to that kind of theme yet. Or, you know, it is giving me powerful healer energy, but it could be that you haven't established or learnt boundaries surrounding that. And you could be having someone that's really pulling or tugging on your energy, especially if it's a past person and you just you're done with a cycle and you don't care about this person, but I am getting that you could have had some kind of spiritual telepathic connection where someone is still pulling on your energy. So for the full moon, I just feel called to say that for some of you, a cord cutting ritual would be really good, or perhaps making it ceremonial, even if you're praying or connecting with your angels. Spirit is just saying, do something to signify the ending of this cycle and the start of the next one. Because in the mind, I feel as though it's really going to help. They're mentioning the mind again, and they're saying, if you feel as though nothing can change for you, trigger warning, it won't if you think that. Because that's how powerful the human mind is. So if you believe good things can happen for you, yes, good things will happen for you, but they're saying you have the power, and your guides and angels, they really want you to delve into the principles of positive thinking. And I know it's like an overused term and things like that, but Spirit is saying go in depth with it and try to learn about it, even if it's downloading, like free ebooks or just learning and delving into it, because I feel as though a mindset shift is going to be so powerful for you right now. I am getting a few different messages just coming in out of the blue, like a few channeled messages. I don't really know where to start. I'm being pulled in two directions. Someone is saying there could have been someone that crossed over for you. I'm hearing cardiac and cardiac arrest. I'm sorry, trigger warning. This is quite deep. But this is just for one person, if you had to deal with some kind of end of life support, or you had to make an executive decision in regarding to someone's end of life, Spirit is saying that they know that you did the best that you could in the moment, and it's not your fault. So don't beat yourself up about anything about that. Sometimes things happen quite quickly, especially if no one had planned it. So Spirit is saying it's okay. But there is this guide here. They're saying that they want you to be back into the vibration of being incredibly comedic. Comedy is coming through. So if life has been a little bit serious, or you've been really trapped in an energy of having to be really serious in life, this guide is saying get back into that kind of state where you're laughing all the time, because laughter is actually quite similar to creative energy. And whoever I'm talking to, I feel as though you are a creative of some kind, or you just have a lot of creative energy. And the theme that they're giving me, this is so strange. It's kind of like having a laugh marathon where it's just it feels kind of I don't know, binge watching Jim Carrey or just some kind of energy like that, where it's almost like you're laughing your way into the next cycle by embracing trickster energy or playfulness. You're just, oh, my left ear's ringing so bad. Yeah, I feel as though laughter is going to heighten and elevate your dominant vibration. I feel as though this is a good thing. They're also saying that if someone had a crossed over loved one that was into either scratchies or trying to win the lottery or trying to get rich quick or that kind of thing, I'm hearing lucky. They could have had some kind of lucky object that they passed down to you, and Spirit is just saying, oh, it's going to bring you luck, make sure you use it, because they're saying that you're going to be able to achieve something that they were trying to achieve. And whoever this guide is, it's as though they do have a sense of humor, and it feels really lighthearted. It feels like they're trying to have a inside joke with you that I don't understand the inside joke. Oh, make sure to take your lucky, I don't know what it is. For some of you, I'm hearing a set of keys. I don't know what this is about. It's so random. I'm sorry. We'll see what else is coming through for you, though. What else is coming in for the viewer? Yeah, some of you could have had, oh, I know this is so heavy. Some of you could have had a parent that's crossed over already, or some of you could be learning lessons surrounding parenting. Some of you could be It could feel like your security might be a little bit threatened at the moment, especially if it's financially. Spirit is saying everything is going to be okay, because on some kind of level, I feel as though you know things are going to be okay, because you might understand that this is all part of the healing journey in some kind of way. Spirit, is there any more random messages? Just before I forget, oh, this just flipped out. Goddess of the Moon. So thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation about using the moon's energy. Before I forget, I was channeling some names earlier. I wasn't really going to mention them because they were really odd names this time. So I don't know if they're going to resonate with anyone at all. But yeah, they were a little bit different. I didn't really understand them. So I wrote them down, and the first name I was hearing was Nori, Mario, Joseph, Faye, Ozan. Not sure if Ozan is a name, but I was hearing Ozan. Daryl, Molly, Tony, Gretel. It could be Greta. And I was also hearing, the initials T and also P as well. So that might just be for one or two people. I was also hearing the word Minty. So that could be someone's nickname, or that could be someone's pet name. Not quite sure. Spirit, is there any more random messages that's going to come through? Yeah, it looks like you might be going through some kind of major rebirth shift. Definitely use it. It looks like you're coming into a time where you are getting honest with yourself. And I feel as though this shift, it is going to change everything for you. I really do get that. It's like if you have been trapped inside for a while, Spirit is saying that you are breaking out of this. Trust yourself, because I feel as though you're someone that you can trust yourself if you want. I get a really powerful feeling from you. It could just be that you've been keeping yourself trapped in some kind of way, but I do feel as though you are going to get out of this rut, and I do feel as though it's going to be different this time. That's the phrase that I'm hearing. We will get we'll get a few unique messages for you and see what events and situations want to come up for you. This is random, but anything that comes through in a reading is meant to be in the reading. First, you have discrimination. So, Venus in Virgo. Venus is love and Virgo is perfection and service. So the events associated with this, a close friendship that may develop further, a total makeover, a love affair with someone at work. That might just be for a few of you. What else is coming through for the viewer? Status. So events associated with status, gaining pleasure from beautiful things, extravagant taste, a generous love of art, using money to cultivate powerful friends. This is Jupiter in Taurus. Jupiter is about gaining and Taurus is about material values. What else, Spirit? What else wants to come in for the viewer? Oh. We have revenge. So this is about Mars and Scorpio. Mars is action, Scorpio is self-control and regeneration, and the events associated with revenge, a phenomenal achievement, extreme effort in order to overcome some kind of problem, getting even with someone, an over-the-top reaction to a perceived hurt. So for some of you, you might be making a mountain out of a molehill, or you might just be reacting to some kinds of disrespect. But I actually get a positive feeling from this revenge card. It doesn't feel like you're actually taking revenge on someone. It feels like you're just coming back into your power, and that might trigger a few people. That could be what it is. A phenomenal achievement. So I do feel as though you could achieve something phenomenal, and this might actually act as a form of some kind of revenge. We'll just get one more situation, an event. Speculation. A legal situation involving the home, running a business from home, exploiting an inheritance to the benefit of the family. This is Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter is about gaining and Cancer is about nurturing attachment. So we'll grab a few specifics to see what the storyline is and why this is wanting to come through. I do feel as though the revenge is positive. So let's find out, what is this positive revenge? They're saying that you are going to be free from judgment soon. If others were kind of putting criticisms onto you, it's like you don't really care. It's like you're going to be unbothered because you're definitely going to be, it's like you're going to be gaining more kind of self-sufficiency and control. Or someone could have been controlling you in some kind of way. This could be an uptight boss or some kind of co-worker. For some of you, I am hearing that if there was a co-worker that thinks that they're your boss, even though they're either on your same level or beneath you, that is a specific message for someone. And they're saying that there's someone that's trying to get some kind of reaction out of you, but the more that you can remain unbothered, the better. Because then I feel as though people might just leave you alone, especially if this is at work. Someone's looking for some kind of cause and effect. You also have the Empress card here, which is about your value and your worth. And it is definitely about coming into a really sweet time, especially when it comes to really honing and like connecting in with nature and just being aware of your surroundings. It's also giving me like a creative energy of you coming into pure creation. You could have certain memories come up that want to be cleared, especially for this full moon. Childhood is coming through. So if anyone has some kind of issue with a feminine in their family, someone that's kind of surface level or someone that just triggers you in some kind of way, I do feel as though for some reason this person might be just like observing you. Why? Spirit, why? Yeah, Spirit is saying that your life is definitely going to change, and I feel as though this person knows that. It feels like there's uncontrollable change, and the message is that the more you can go with the flow without holding on or without resistance, that's when everything is going to flood in for you. So please definitely use this full moon to your advantage. This shift, whoever I'm talking to, you're a powerful person and you're about to bring in this powerful shift where your life is going to change in such a positive, brand new direction. Yeah, the Magician card. So this is all about manifestation. I'm almost getting an interesting feeling from this. Like, I know that I was speaking about positive thinking earlier, and it almost feels like such a shift where you're delving into the attitude of gratitude as well. It is kind of reminding me of the Wizard of Oz kind of themes around hope and belief. I'm hearing that you're about to do the impossible in some kind of way. Spirit, can you provide some confirmations in relation to that? What do you mean? Some of you might have an incredibly powerful intuition, and it's just saying that pay attention to what is coming in for you at the moment in terms of downloads. Some of you are meant to be readers yourself, or some of you are just insanely psychic, and I do feel as though this is going to the next level, but they're saying something about your intuition. I'm not sure what it is yet. Spirit, what? I'm not sure what this is, but they're showing me a mirror. They're showing me a mirror. So some of you might actually, I don't know, it's just giving me this feeling where you might like look at yourself in the mirror and you might get downloads that way, like through looking straight at your pupil and that kind of thing, and just having powerful little shifts with yourself where you give yourself little pep talks in the mirror perhaps. And for some reason your intuition comes into this where it's like, you know when you talk to yourself in the mirror, you know, like things just come into you. You're able to have that soul connection with yourself. That's really interesting. That might just be for one or two people out there. I'm getting another message. This is really random. This is probably just for one person, but Spirit keeps saying, mentioning the birdhouses or the beehives. I'm not sure if someone out there is into arts and crafts or making something with woodwork or something like that, but Spirit is saying that there is someone that is quite crafty, and it feels like you're able to bring in some kind of side hustle. As Spirit is saying, you are so talented, but you need to believe. Belief and faith. If your belief and faith has been tested, if someone's tried to affect your confidence, or if you are just having a hard time with your faith, Spirit is saying that sometimes during these silent periods, it could feel like our angels or God, like they're not around. It could feel that way. But it's during those seasons, those are the seasons that God really tries to test you, because it's some kind of initiation process, especially for you. It kind of feels like an initiation process to becoming a healer or being given more gifts. But I'm also hearing that you can handle so much more than you think you can. And you've done such a tremendous job getting through all these challenges. You've become truly resilient and powerful. But they're saying that you know yourself, you can handle so much more than this, and it's actually not giving me a negative or scary feeling. This is saying you can handle more when it comes to positive things and who you're becoming. Yeah, I feel as though that's the message. I do feel as though someone new is coming in, and it doesn't need to be in love, but I feel as though if you've gone through a bit of a lonely time, there's some kind of companion here, and I feel as though this person is really going to help you, or they're going to be a part of your soul mission. And I just feel as though you're going to be around good vibe people, especially as we come into, I don't want to put a timeline on this, but it's like they're showing me the holiday period, and it's almost like feeling comfortable in yourself around good people and having great times where it feels like, you know, the music is playing, things are good, you're no longer as stressed, you've let something go, and you're just around better people or bringing in healthier connections. But they are saying that you are coming into a time of extreme happiness and optimism. But Spirit is saying, again, this comes from your belief and actually believing that it is possible and that all of this is real. I feel as though your life is about to change, but I get the best feeling from this. You also had the card procrastination here. This came out, I forgot to mention this. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. I'm hearing a message. Spirit is saying that you know exactly what you need to do. But it could just be that you might be having some negative limitations or something like that. But Spirit's saying you know exactly what you need to do. It's coming up to the time where you do take action. For some of you, it could be in relation to creation or creating a business of some kind. Yeah, Spirit is saying one last time, again, like please use the moon's energy and make this really ceremonial for yourself, because I feel as though this is the best and biggest shift that's ever taken place. But it's as though you have, when these emotions come up, you have to feel it in order to heal it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this reading. I'll just leave it there. Thank you for tuning in though. And yeah, I love you and leave you. Thank you. Bye.